Hey y'all, so I'm back. As you can see, I'm in bed, ready for bed. It is 8:34. Girl, I was about to say it's 8:34 a.m. but it is 8:34 p.m. and I am in bed. At first I was gonna try to find me something to watch, like just something on Netflix, and then I was like, you know what, I'll watch a sermon. And then I sat down, got something on TV to watch, and then got smacked in the face and was like, didn't you say you was gonna study scripture? Don't you need to have your quiet time? So that's what we're about to do. So I had asked my husband to pick up me some index cards while he was out the other day, and I asked him to get me a case to keep my index cards in. So I have this right here, and what I have done so far is when I do my quiet time, if there's any scripture that just like leaps off the page, just stand out to me, or I'm just stuck on that, then I write it on the index card and I just break it down however I feel led to on that index card. And I decided to do that because before we moved, I would do my quiet time like right in front of my prayer board. So whenever I would have a scripture that stand out to me, I could take it and just pin it on my prayer board. But now my prayer board is put away, like it's still hanging up, but it's inside of our closet, and I literally only go in there either one to get clothes out or two to pray. So I don't have it with me while I'm doing my quiet time, and I'm not able to see it as frequently. So I feel like whenever I had it like in an office and I was at that desk a lot, it was easy for me to just look up and read a scripture out loud, and it helped me to memorize it and you know, keep that in your heart, keep that in my heart. But I haven't been doing that lately, so I wanted to get these so that I can start back writing down scripture. And I just want to be able to keep these near me at all times, so I can just randomly pull one, read it aloud, pray, and also for it to be a way to help me memorize scripture. Because I feel like the season that God has me in right now, he is stretching me for sure. He's stretching me, and I feel like in this season, with being stretched the way that I am, I already know that difficult times will come. I already know that like obstacles are gonna come. Not saying that they're gonna be bad all the time, but I just know that things that I didn't plan for, things that I didn't know were coming, are going to come. I'm going to be walking into opportunities. I'm going to be closing doors. I'm going to be connecting with big opportunities that I never imagined. I know that I'm going to be meeting new people. I know that I'm going to just be being stretched in a way that only God can stretch me. And with that being said, I need to have scripture in my heart. I need to have scripture in my heart to remind me that he is with me, to remind me to remain close to him. Y'all heard that? So I have these, and that's what I'm about to do tonight for my quiet time. I'm just about to get in my word for a little bit, and whatever sticks out to me, that's what I'm going to be reading from. So let's get into it. Okay, the scripture that I've written down, which I had already read Psalm 1, but I had a meeting tonight with my team from church, and we actually talked about Psalm 1, and it just reminded me that I did not write this scripture down, and I wanted to go back to it and write it down. But the one I wrote down was Psalm 1 and 3 that says, "He is like a tree planted beside flowing streams that bears its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers." And what Psalm 1 is talking about is like being someone who delights in the Lord's instruction. And whenever you delight in the Lord's instruction, then it's saying that you will be planted beside flowing streams, that you will bear fruit, your leaf will not wither, and whatever he does prospers. And the words that stuck out to me was planted. Whenever you think of something planted, you think of something being placed somewhere on purpose, like you're being placed there on purpose for a purpose, and that purpose is to grow. You're being rooted so that you can grow. And then it said a tree planted beside flowing streams. So I underlined flowing streams because this just brought to mind like living water, and it made me think about the scripture that says like, "All who are thirsty come to me, you'll thirst no more." That's just another indication that you are being rooted, you are being placed, and you are being nourished by a God who is consistent, a God who is graceful, a God who cares, a God who loves. And then I underline whatever, because it doesn't say some of the things you do. It say whatever he does prosper. So when you delight in the Lord's instruction and you submit to his will for your life, then for one, your desires will begin to align with his desires. You're going to want what he wants for your life. You're going to turn away from the things that you know that he is not a part of. And then when you do that and you fully submit to his will, now you're doing the things that he has called you to do. Now you're living a life reflective of the life that he has called you to live. And with that being done, your life is going to be used to bring him glory. So yes, whatever he touches will prosper, because the things that he touch, the things that he do, the places that he go, is all because God has appointed him to do so. And then I am reading from the CSB version, but I'm also using my She Reads Truth Bible. So if you're not familiar with the She Reads Truth Bible, one thing I do love about it is like it has devotionals within it every now and then. So for this one, it actually has a devotional that goes along with it, and the title of that devotional is called Planted. What I underline, I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, so what I underline is where it says, "Even when our paths are crooked, our detours are long, that is part of the journey." And I feel like that is just so important to keep in mind, because a lot of times when you face difficult times, or it seems to be taking you longer than you thought it would, you start to think that you're out of the will of God's life, and that's not true. God is planting you. God is making sure that you are rooted. He is making sure that you're standing on a firm foundation, and that takes a while. But my camera is dying, so I'm gonna have to see y'all tomorrow in the next vlog. Make sure you subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And drop your scripture, your favorite scripture, or a scripture that been on your heart or something. Drop a scripture in the comments and share it with us. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, girl.